Well, it wasn't too bad. Nice. Let's continue now.
Yes, I see.
But before we continue, I just need to remove this and this.
The pride of the gate.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
What to do? Have to keep going. Is someone singing? It's beautiful.
Listen.
Oh, she doesn't have enough spell slots left.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Ouch, my ears! Wait, why am I wet?
Ah, come on, Caroline. No, no, that's me. I'm being... All my characters are falling for it.
What now? Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
On my way. Let's see this done.
What happened?
Skin you alive, you fell wretch!
Ah, take that. Okay. Let's see if you can continue your song with a bunch of magic projectiles. Come on. Just a
You'll die for this creature.
Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
Come on.
This is gonna feel good. Want to do it? back.
Villain! But I see you now for what you are.
In striking distance.
What now? Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
I'm heating up.
Big guns.
Forever dauntless.
Need to find a way forward.
Are they gone? Who are you? Wow. I'm Mercon. Oh no. I had to get the gold from the nest. Mole will be so mad. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, we had to do it.
What's in here?
A magic ball. Strange.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
I will need to do things. Make out here.
Hey, good looking. La la la.
those harpies were hoarding.
That's okay.
Still alive, so that's progress. Light on my feet.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Onward. Let's have a peek inside.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Moving in.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
What's that?
There is work to do.
Breathe deep and move. Glad to have an ally.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can, I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy, power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. Yeah? Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of trouble to throw ourselves at.
I love Karlach just as much as I hate les elves. But there is room.
Karlach's temper is a sight to behold. She'll need to be careful. That rage will burn her right out. Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Okay. She doesn't have more dialogue.
Need something? Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals, boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Good morning. How do you feel? It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
Hunting with vampires. Never thought I'd see the day. Very well, but I'm keeping an eye on you. And no wisecracks about having us for supper.
Yeah. And I'm way too hot to touch.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
I just better not wake with any holes in my neck.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate, hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Okay. Well, who knows where our
Very well.
adventures will lead us.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if he had free reign?
Will, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed. I'll bite you if you ask.
I'm sure.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Haha. Very good.
Never a dull moment.
What is useful spell? And this will be useful later. Let's give it to Karlak.
Free for the taking.
Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming. Could wake him up. Give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
Okay. I want you to push. Boom! There it goes.
Need to find a way forward.
Everyone.
Time for a little death, just like old times.
Haha. Nice. Nice shots.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Can't afford any mistakes.
Gone with the weave. Of course. Time for a cull.
Ah, she can't. It's fine.
Aye, aye.
Big Mama Karlak is coming for you. She's next to the goblins.
Hungry for the slaughter. Battle favors the fearless.
Not fire.
Watch this.
Throw. First of all, a mage.
Mistra Rill. Let's have some fun. Allow me to demonstrate. Forever doorless. May the dice roll in my favor.
Can't afford to let up. Have to keep going.
A rough tempest I will raise. Torment!
What should I do? At least things have stayed interesting.
That was it.
On my way.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. Oh, it's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Oh yes, it was.
Wanna dance?
No one stopped me yet. What path lies before me? No time to rest? All right. What now?
That's for Astarion. This is for the camp. This is for the camp.
At the ready.
Let's go back up.
nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Camp. In camp.
Careful, I bite. Should be easy.
Astarion is so strong. Okay.
On my way.
What are you doing?
I wonder what the next move is.
Try to run fast, Astarion.
That might be worth a look.
Let's get going. These boots have seen everything.
And here I go.
That's curious.
We are behind the prison.
I don't like the look of that. I should stay clear.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave. Damn it! Was inventory today. I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around. I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion. From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates. All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
And I need restoration.
A long way to go still.
it? It's right here.
Onward in her name.
Come on.
My foot. It moved. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Can't give up now. Don't waste a step.
Look, between us, you're not supposed to be here. But I'll turn a blind eye. Just don't touch anything, all right?
I won't. It's fine.
First step is the hardest.
Come on, Shadow.
Need to keep going.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Swift as my feet can carry me.
There. Done.
What to bring?
I guess we can. Even come on, guys, jump.
Soldier.
My face protects me.
Someone there?
Yes. No time to rest. Never wanted the easy path.
Feeling fresh?
My faith will guide me.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I've got a long road ahead. How much farther can I go?
Still do a little bit of adventure.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Oopsie, speaking about Cazador. Okay, let's go to sleep. Because why not? We have enough food for that. What are you doing, Shadowlands?
Damn thing. It has to open, surely. It has to do something.
Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over in her hands. The box is inscribed with glyphs similar to those used by the Githyanki. In an instant, Shadowheart hides the box from view.
It's nothing, trust me. Beautiful evening, isn't it? You deserve honesty more than most. But please, don't ask. I can't promise that'll be anytime soon, but thank you, all the same.
If not over, then through.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
You.
Oh. I'm flattered. Who knew you had such taste? Unfortunately, all this talk is getting me hungry. I better find something I can actually sink my teeth into. There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Astarion, how is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.